I'm Cheryl. I own the Country Cupboard with my husband Frank. It's a veteran-owned business. We've been here for 28 years actually. I grew up here, so but my husband's from Newfoundland, so I met him. We're in the military. So basically, the business evolved from coming back to my hometown and knowing that I had family supports, so that I could do maybe something different. Previously I was a social worker for 20 years, and so I was looking at maybe finding something else to do. This cute little shop reminded me of all the little shops that are down in Nova Scotia where we lived. We were posted the last time, and I just saw it and I thought, this could be something. I've always been an artist and I've always been a crafter, so I've always, whether it's folk art, painting, or whatever the craft trend is at the time, I've been doing that basically probably since I was, always been crafting. I mean, I don't know when it started, but I mean, for a long, long time. So that was another passion that I had. So I kind of looked at, basically what ended up happening is, like I said, I'm a folk art painter. When I came here, my sister actually, I used to paint stuff for her, and I said, I'm not painting it anymore. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So we ended up taking a class at the Civic Center, but it was very large. It had way too many people and only a couple trainers. And I thought, well, why don't you come to my house and I'll teach you at the house, because it was hard to help everybody. And then I thought, geez, I really like this. And then when I saw this house, and I thought of a folk art studio, and then maybe I could have crafts and gifts and stuff and craft supplies, and that's how basically it started, just from an idea. Well, so initially, like I said, we decided to teach classes because we found that in Petawawa there wasn't any classes. These two ladies over there were trying to teach 100 people, so we knew there was a need for it, and they didn't live in Petawawa, so they had to travel here. So so basically, it started off as, like you said, we taught classes in the basement for about 6 years. We had about 100 people painting here a week. And we have actually a local lady, Lynn Davenport, who's looking around, and she actually painted here way back in that time period. So, and like I said, we taught classes, and from that, we also started developing and making things on our own, which led us to go into craft markets. So we started off at sort of local craft markets, and then we decided to do some in the GTA back in Toronto, and we became very popular. So then we started doing class down there. What happened with the reason we kind of ended our teaching classes, because everyone could paint as well as we could, and we brought in some teachers and we would bring them in, but we sort of kind of veered into making our own product and going all over Ontario to markets and selling our own product. So that kind of evolved for a long period of time, and then we just started, I guess, once Facebook took off, we ended up having a larger market we could reach out to and connect with, and that was probably around 2008, 2010, somewhere in that period. So then we started our Facebook groups or page, and then that took off. And so then we were so busy with Facebook and the in-store that we kind of left the markets and ended up doing more sort of in-house stuff. We have local vendors in all the wood products, all of our wood signs, our bigger furniture items are made locally by a woodcutter that I've had for obviously over 20 years, because he used to help us with our product that we made for classes. And so he has been with me a long time, and we have a local lady who does wreaths. I have a local lady who does farmhouse country stuff that I have in the store. Over the years, we've had, things like honey and maple syrup. We've had all sorts of people in from the local. And we also have artisans that make handmade that are from all over Canada. We do have a few actually from the US as well. Customer service to me is number one. Little things like, connecting with the customer, connecting with my community. Our customers become our friends. So treating them like I would like to be treated if I went into a store. So I think if you use that sort of mindset, like little things like carrying their items out to the car, and they're like, no, we can do it. I said, no, I want to do it. I want to be able to bring them out to your car and have a moment with you where we can connect and we can talk about your day and what's going on. It's very important. We have always been a big supporter of all the different organizations, so we get a lot of requests. So we, we donate to various ones. So it could be a large organization like the Cancer Society, and it could be a local organization like the Petawawa Pantry. It could be the OSPCA. There's all sorts of different things that we contribute, but we like to contribute to people locally. Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's a selection, and you always know you're going to be able to find something that's affordable, and you can always count on the quality of the item that you're going to get. So I had a lady, for example, she brought a wreath in I made 20 years ago, brought it in. I'm going to fix the bow. It's actually sitting right here. So this is the wreath that I made 20 years ago. And if you look at it, this is fine. The owl's fine. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to replace it with a new wreath, and I might touch up her, and it's going to be good to go. And it was about 20 years ago she bought this. Yeah, and I'll spray it with a sealer on it and that, so that the water won't, yeah. So I think the biggest thing for an entrepreneur is to have a passion about what you're choosing. Because if it's something that you feel in your heart and you really, really love it, and then I think it'll always be there. It's something, but pick something, not that you think someone else wants, but something that you're passionate about. And also the other thing is be in your store. You need to be there and connect with your customer. You need to be present in your store, because if not, it's very, very difficult for it to be successful. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a balance in your life. You got to be there every day, but it's very important to be in your store, greeting your customer, and be a part of what you're doing. So that's important.